Hello and welcome again. So today's video is going is about those users who are using Windows, but they wanted to move in Linux actually. So, but they are afraid of using the new platform, how it's going to work, and each and everything because they are using the Windows for a long time. So if you are one of them and you are looking for a good Linux distro, which one to use? So there is a distro that Linux distro that might help you out. So you might be like heard about Zorin, okay, already, and there are a few others also which are like familiar to Windows. And it's like those kind of distros are like created in a way so those Windows user, if you're coming from Windows to Linux, they will not face any issue. But today we are going to talk about this one, Linux. Okay. So this is the uh, flavor of the Ubuntu, Ubuntu. Okay. So it's a flavor of like Ubuntu only. As you can see over here, it's saying that Windows theme over Linux. So Linux is a super secure Linux operating system that is completely inspired by Microsoft Windows, but does not require any special hardware requirement and can be installed on any device. With Linux, you can maintain your workflow games without worrying about having to relearn computing. So this is very like familiar to Windows, and I will say I would say that you should definitely try it once. As you can see, it does not require any kind of special hardware requirement. So if you have the basics, like basic minimum hardware requirement, this particular operating system is going to work for you. So if you check this screenshot over here, as you can see, it's like totally user who like the Windows 10 designer will be able to select normally in the control panels theme. So you can change it if you wanted to use the Windows 10 or the default one that going to come with the Windows 11 theme. Okay, so you can check over here. So if you click on the features, you can see that is a user-friendly experience. Okay, efficient system designed, so you can run like a old system. If you have, you can still run on those systems. In Windows, as you know, that it consume too much of hardware resources. So from here, as you can see that the Linux system resources are very less actually compared to Windows. So we are going to download it from here. Click on the download, and if you come over here, it's saying that the latest LTS version of Linux for desktop PC and laptop. LTS stand for long time support, which means 5 year of free security maintenance updates and expanded it up to 12 years with CyberPower Tool Pro. So LTS mean it's a like long time support. So what they're going to do, they're going to give you 5 years of free security and maintenance updates, and you can like extend it up to 12 years, but for that you have to pay. So here you can see what is new in this version. You can read all these details. Okay, and this is the hardware requirement. If you have a 64-bit CPU, 3 GB of RAM, but it's recommended to at least have 4 GB. I think each and every PC in this modern days at least have 4 GB of RAM. If you're using Windows, then this is the minimum RAM you should have. Okay, so with 4 GB RAM, it's going to run properly. 16 GB of hard drive. Okay, but if you have SSD, that will be best. They are recommending SSD 16 GB. Like, can you imagine 16 GB? Okay, it support the legacy or the EFI support. Okay, and it has the guest to virtual machine if installed on the virtual machine. Okay, so you can download it from here. From here you can download it, but I have already downloaded that file, so I'm going to show you how you can install it. So let me open my virtual box. Okay, from here I'm going to create a new virtual machine. Okay, so as you can see, once I name it, and the type and the subtype and the version are already selected by the virtual box. So I'm going to store it in the place where I normally save my virtual box. Okay, and then come to the hardware part. From here I'm going to assign, let's say, um 4 GB of RAM. Okay, and then CPU, let's say 2 CPU. One will be enough, but if you wanted to like allocate more, you can do it. So let's say to hard disk. So from here, we have to assign the virtual hard drive storage, how much we want to assign to the virtual drive. This is the drive that going to create. Okay, Ubuntu.vdi. So I'm going to provide 50 gigabyte. They asked for 16 GB, but I'm going to give 50 gig. Okay, so here is the virtual machine that you have created. Now I'm going to click on the setting, and from here storage, I have selected this file, okay, that I have downloaded. I mean the ISO file. Like if you wanted to change, okay, so you can simply select from where you have downloaded. So I have downloaded the file. This is the file that I have downloaded. I have selected. You can select it like this and go to the network. From here it will be by default as NAT, but you have to make sure to change it to bridge adapter so it can access the internet through your host system. Now it's done, so let's start it. Okay, so here is the virtual box which is now getting started. So as you can see, they are giving the Windows logo. They tried like many things to replicate as the Windows 11. So as you can see, this is the Windows 11 like installation theme. This is the desktop is going to be about. So from here you can install it. Okay, this is the trash file, obviously the recycle, and they're giving you the Microsoft Edge, which is nice. And with that, you are going to get the Copilot also, the AI from here, as you can see. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Copilot, your AI companion. So they are going to provide that also. So it's they try to copy the Windows 11 as much as they can, so it will be a better experience for those who are coming from Windows to the Linux. So let's install it. So we are going to click on this, install Windows Linux 11 LTS. So double click on this. Okay, so now this is a very like user-friendly installation menu. Okay, that many Linux distro have. So you don't have to like worry about much over here. Okay, it's very simple. So now it's going to ask you a few questions. From here, select your language that you are going to use. By default, it will be American English. If you wanted to change it, you can change it from here. They have a many languages available. Okay, so I'm going to select the default American English and then next. Now it's asking from where you are. Okay, you have to select your location. So I'm going to select over here. Okay, and this will be your and this location will determine your time zone in your system. So make sure to select the preferable location you want and then click on the next. Okay, now it's asking to choose the keyboard layout. Okay, you can see the steps from here. Okay, we have all the steps that we have to follow. So I'm going to leave the default, but again you have all the options to change from here. Then next. Now the partition means the hard drive that we are using. Okay, so I have so the virtual hard drive that we are going to use, you have to select how we are going to use it. So I'm going to select this one, erase disk. Okay, this will delete all the data currently present in this selected storage device. Okay, if you want to do manual partitioning, you can do it. These tools are coming because I selected a used VDI. So just click on the erase disk and then click on the next. It will create automatically the partition for you, but if you wanted to do manually, then you can do it. Okay, now it's asking for your details. So it's saying that what is your name. So let's say I'm going to type 2 and this will be my user ID. Okay, and this will be the computer name, and over here we have to provide a password for this user. So I'm going to provide a simple one, but as I mentioned, always use a strong password if you're using it for your physical system. And once it's done, okay, you can select next. Make sure you don't select this one. It's saying login automatically without asking the password. This is not a good thing. It will automatically open your system without asking your password. So then click on the next. Now it's giving you a summary. Okay, all of the options that we selected, you can check all the details from here. This is the keyboard layout. Okay, this is the time zone, location, and then partition that you are going to create. Okay, and then if you found each and everything is perfect, then you can click on the install. Now it's saying that the Windows installer is about to make changes in your disk to order to install Windows Linux. You will not be able to undo these changes. Means if you are using it on your physical system and it's asking that, make sure you don't have any important data on the drive, otherwise it's going to be deleted and you can't like retrieve them back. So install. Okay, now it's installing. So as you can see, this is the Copilot. Okay, the AI champion. They are like giving it on these Linux distro with the Microsoft Edge. So this is a good thing. Now this process is going to take some time. So I'm going to fast forward this particular time. So as you can see, it's saying all done. Okay, so our Windows Linux 11 is now installed. So we are going to restart. So make sure you checked on this and then done. Now it's going to restart. The installation, it take about 15 to 20 minutes only. So now it's saying please remove the installation media and press enter. Okay, so you are going to the setting, and from the storage we are going to make sure that the ISO file that you have selected is now removed. Okay, it should be automatically removed by the VirtualBox, but if you're using any physical systems, make sure remove the USB drive or whatever storage media you are using. Once it's done, click on the enter button. Now it's going to reboot. Okay, so our system is now restarted, and this is the lock screen. Have to log in over here. So this is the user that you have created. Enter the password. Okay, so the password that you have given that time. Okay, so now we are logging to the system that you have installed. You can see that it's saying it also has the Copilot that we normally have with the Windows 11. So let us start. Okay, and this is the desktop. I like, as you can see, it's like completely look like a Windows 11. No one will see, like no one can say like on the first look that it's a Linux system, but it's based on the Linux, as you know. So from here you can see this is the Copilot icon. This is the time they tried to copy the taskbar like the Windows. Okay, so from here you can see the hidden icon, and this is your network card. Okay, and recent drive if you have, and this is the volume option. You can like obviously uh, control your volumes from here. Okay, so they also provide the Microsoft Edge. So let's open it. So this is the first time you are going to open it. It's going to ask you the same thing that it normally does when you open the Microsoft page in Windows for the first time. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, it's saying welcome to Microsoft Edge. So we're going to create accept, and from here you can select how it's going to work. You can sync your Microsoft ID if you have over here, and all the details like your password and your bookmark which are saved will be synced to this this browser. Okay, I'm going to close it. So from here you can see it's completely the same Microsoft Edge that we use in Windows. What they did, they used a more refined version of Wine that allow us to install Windows software on Linux. Okay, with the extra layer of Windows. So they have used a very refined version of that. Okay, so if you right click, you can see the menu is something like this. You can control the desktop wallpaper from here, configure the display setting, okay, icon, refresh the desktop that we normally do with F5, okay, something. And from here you can enter the edit mode if you want. So let's click on the configure desktop wallpaper. Okay, so they have some like a pre-installed wallpaper. This is for the Windows, and they have some other wallpaper also. So if you click this one, obviously it's already selected. Okay, so if you select this one, it will be something like this, which is nice. Okay, but I'm going to click on the Windows one because that's the reason we have installed it. So yeah, you can change it from here. From here you can change. Okay, so let me save it. Okay, so from here you can change the mouse action if you want, the location. So from here you can select the location. Okay, and then this is the icon settings. So if you wanted to, make any changes with the sizes, you can change from here. It's going to select left to right or top to bottom. You can make the changes from here. Okay, and then this is the filler. So let's select this, and this is the filler. So this is the filter. Okay, you can select which applications you wanted to filter, and this is the about. So let me open the Explorer. Okay, so they are using the Dolphin. Okay, so it's totally look like Windows 11. As you can see, the desktop, videos, template, public, pictures, music, download, documents, each and everything. So if you go to the documents, it's similar to that. You can create new folder from here. Okay, let's say I created a new folder called new folder. This is the Linux directory that we have. Okay, this is it's basically, if you're not aware what is this, it's like the C drive where your operating system and the important files are stored to run the operating system smoothly. Okay, so they are providing the OneDrive also. As you can see, it's saying that OneDrive client for Linux, so you can also use that. If you are using OneDrive, it will sync the data for you. If you find any value from this video, please like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you with a new video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day.